Hi, Earth Angel Aura 1111 Oracle. Thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. Let me get this adjusted here. Give me just a moment. My lighting wanted to go out, but the show must continue. Let's make some minor adjustments here. Starting off, hold on, y'all. Starting off, I want to give thanks to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back. And to my A1 Day ones, sending so much love and light your way. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, don't forget to support the platform by donating below. I really, really appreciate it. It helps me to continue to bring forth these timely messages, helping you during your twin souls journey at this time. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Most High, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, thank you for intuitive wisdom. Thank you for Divine Mother energy. I ask that you allow us to continue to thrive, spiritually protected in each and every way, providing for us in each and every way. Thank you for allowing the angels and ancestors to assist us in the reading for the collective. Ashe. Amen. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, okay. All right, so we have our beautiful planet. Okay, this is definitely representing a return to that inner child. With the inner child here, that is like you're being more free. You freed yourself up of like the baggage of what other people have going on. And with our beautiful planet, you're focusing on just being light, not being so burdened down by the things that you may see others are experiencing, especially when it comes to your divine masculine. Okay, the new children. So, okay, what is happening too is that this is why many of the masculines are feeling at this time that they're being awakened to their inner child, and it's because you have returned to a state of honoring your inner child. Those passions, those things that may have really aligned with you in the past, now you've returned to those things. Oh my gosh. And they're being guided to nurture their inner child. A lot of it too has to do with the fact that many of these masculines are in the process of having to overcome a lot of karmic debt, a lot of karmic baggage in the form of toxic people and attachments. So y'all, it's going down with a lot of them. We have planetary cleansing. So this is definitely felt in the whole division between throughout the world. There is a split, and I refer this as a divine split of the masculine and the feminine collective because it is requiring major healing to happen on a spiritual level. All right. And so things that may have seemed that they could overcome it by, again, smoking, drinking, things like that, they're not able to overcome those things through those means. They have to really tap in and tune in to really clearing that baggage and not putting the onus on the feminine aspect to do so. Many of them are also being guided by the mere fact that you've been able to pull yourself away from toxic energy. You begin to live in like a light space of knowing that, all right, I have my own stuff to deal with, and I'm going to deal with them, but I'm not going to be burdened by the things that the masculine may have to deal with. So, with both of these childlike cards coming out, to me, this is resonating that both the masculine and the feminine energy have had to deal with some major childhood baggage, which is why the planetary cleanup card came out right after that. Wow. But also, spirits want you to know the importance of keeping space for your divine masculine to go through the process of their healing journey. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my God, this is a beautiful card. Okay, so this is showing what's going to happen. You both are moving to a space of evolving for this true divine love, but it's requiring them to go through the trenches of healing aspects of themselves that they may have tried to literally numb away. Like some I mean, y'all, even with a thumbnail, I just felt like that thumbnail, although it's a bit extreme and dramatic, I hope that it drives the point home that some wanted to avoid healing so bad to the point where they wanted to literally just set themselves ablaze. But what is guiding them forth is the fact that they know that this is a true connection, this is true love. Wow. Two cards that says something in referring to pure. So many of them see the energy that you bring to them is pure. And it's not that I'm not saying that you could be someone that you don't have flaws at all, but your intentions towards this connection, towards this masculine, have been pure. Wow. And it's helping them realize that there is purity within themselves as well. Okay? And look at that. We got the mature masculine here. This energy is bringing about them coming to terms that it's time to mature. And I think this too goes along with the collective healing that's happening um, within this great split, this divine split between the masculine and the feminine energies as a collective. And again, this is general. This is not going to represent everybody because some people are already in some level of union. But when it comes to these divine masculines and divine feminines, when it comes to the twin flame, twin souls journey, many of them are having to tap into self-awareness, spiritual awareness. Major growth and healing is happening for them at this time. So just understand that by them actually facing the things that they did not want to face, they're coming to a sense of realization. I'm definitely picking up reflection is here, introspection. They're having an awakening in regard to there is something greater that is going to happen for them when they lean into being maturing spiritually, because there's going to be other people that are going to benefit off of the masculine moving into a space of maturity. um Three could be relevant right now. Also, when you're seeing 333, this is also giving insight into the fact that there is going to be a rise with a masculine chief. I don't know why that's coming to me at this time, but in Hebraic meaning, 333 is representing rise of a masculine chief. So this could represent that there are going to be men that is going to rise to a place of recognizing their power and their strength. And again, we don't operate individually per se. There's no masculine without a feminine. There is balance. And so the masculines are moving into this place because they want to definitely support you in being your best self. As you can see here, she's just enjoying the magic of laying out in the sun, blowing her bubbles. Beautiful. We also have the rabbit representing fertility. So the very things that they may have thought were childish about you were actually you showing healthy aspects of yourself being in alignment with your inner child. Wow. And ironically, it took a lot of maturity for them to get there. Also, I'm definitely picking up that these masculines within this collective that I'm channeling, they're not even considering, wow, they're not considering other connections outside of you, divine feminine, at this time. So try not to even think about things that may have been karmic that happened in the past. Many of them have gone through so much to the point where they realize there's been a level of maturity that has come into play because they realize that there's no replacing this connection between them and the divine feminine. You could be seeing reminders and synchronicities of pairs of animals, just different pairs of different things, and it's reminding you of the twin souls connection. And sometimes it could be annoying, like, why do I keep getting reminders? But spirit is wanting you to hold space for this connection because they're actually going through a healing process during this time. And again, as I put emphasis on maturity, is happening. So keep in mind that you're manifesting good or bad, whether you like it or not. So instead of manifesting more so of what you don't want in this reality, for instance, if there may have been hurts or betrayals or, different things that were just really messed up in regard to this connection, Holy Spirit just want you to know the importance of shifting forward. Those things happened. but a lot of it had to do with unhealed aspects of their inner child. And if you're wanting to manifest a different outcome, focus on the possibility of your masculine moving to this space of maturity, alignment. Okay, especially during this time, we're in the midst of this super blue moon energy for the next couple of weeks, and this is the last super blue moon of this decade. So it's very powerful. Be very mindful. I know some of these readers, and to each his own, but I am operating from a space of knowing that true love exists. Okay. Me and my masculine have been through so many different things, but the great thing about it was that more often than not, we learned from our mistakes and we were able to overcome different situations. And so it's going to require you. Wow. Even as I pick up this card and it's a masculine, this is also representing the divine feminine tapping into her masculinity in a sense of maturity, okay? Focusing more so on logic than emotion. Because some of the baggage that happened between the masculine and feminine, these are things that may have caused both of you to do things towards each other that you may not even be ready to move forward. It may have been that devastating, but these things come to the surface in relation to a true twin souls connection. That's how you know it's a true twin souls connection, because everything is very intense. The love is very intense, but when it's very bad, it can get very bad, y'all. So manifest the type of love you want in this connection. You hold a hidden power. So speak as if you have the type of masculine you want. Speak as if you're the type of feminine that you want to be. Okay? Try not to harp so much on, well, he did this or she did that. Like, you're going to constantly be in that cycle of passing the blame. Oh my gosh, whining. I hear a cat and heat outside. So that's definitely representing whining, complaining. And you're gonna keep getting those type of runner chaser dynamic because you're speaking this shit into existence, y'all. Y'all. I mean, some of you, there's an inner child wound here in regard to like being a little girl. Maybe there were people that let you down. Even in regard to the masculine, there were people that let him down too. But you have to realize that this is like you both are moving. Oh my gosh. You wanting to be babied is here. So this could also be why the masculine and feminine, like you have this strong connection between each other. And I lost somebody, so it definitely was truth. I know you didn't want to hear the truth, but you might circle back around to watch this again when when you're not so triggered. But yeah, I'm not babying nobody on my platform. No, I'm gonna tell you how it is, because if you want to truly, if you're watching this, you want union with your masculine. In order to get to that space of having true union with your divine feminine, divine masculine, it's going to take self accountability. So this is why it's important that you remain in your zone, okay, nurturing yourself, doing things you enjoy, okay, right? She's blowing bubbles, she's just enjoying life. Do that and hold the space for your masculine to move into this place for maturity, because this is true love. Wow. Okay, the economy. So to me, this is representing that many of them are coming to terms with a lot of things that have affected this connection had to do with this complete economic downturn. Okay, when men aren't in a position where they can really provide, y'all, it is what it is. Many of them, they don't take that well. And so, a lot of the things that may have happened within this connection may have stemmed from a lot of changes that have happened. This could also be in the form of them not necessarily wanting to work a particular job that they may have worked in the past. They may not be in the mindset or the level of consciousness where they can tolerate that anymore. So they're going through a major transition phase. So again, we have the two here. Wow, we have the two hands connecting. Trust that your needs will be met. This is why God is allowing your needs to be met in the interim while your masculine is coming into a maturity within themselves. Wow. Let's see what else is here. And oh my gosh, this is representing shit is just purging. This is the year of the dragon. So with the dragon coming out, this is why things are being purged from your life, being purged from the masculine life, because it's just kind of like In order for something new to come in, the old has to be completely destroyed, completely taken away. But oh my gosh, as I flipped the deck over here, I was about to move to the next deck, but we have a unicorn. So this is representing that continue to spread your light. We have two rainbows here. So you're going to have a double portion of blessings, of success, of love coming for you. But after this great destruction is a great restoration that's happening. Wow. It's going to take maturity for you to get to this point, though. I'm not even going to mince words here with you all. Like, it's about self accountability, and it's about you understanding that the changes that you may have faced when it came to this connection, your masculine is going through this shit right now. Many of them are having to really check connections outside of themselves. Before I before I speak further, let me pull some more cards. Patience needed. Okay, it says be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. That's a heavy one. Really heavy. Okay, trust in divine timing, and less is instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, now let them grow. Mic drop moment. Okay, so you may have thought you were talking into a hollow space. You thought you were talking to a wall when it came to your masculine. Those seeds took root, and also keep in mind that there's some great insight, even in feedback that you may have gotten from your masculine. Both of you were able to feed into each other things. Yep, lost somebody. You didn't want to hear it, but hey, maybe you'll come back and hear it at a later date. But this is truthful. There's things that are happening right now. Truth is being exposed for you to come to a place of awareness of knowing that even some of the most messed up things that you may have said to your masculine, some of it, honestly, a lot of it may have come from a place of truthfulness, of true love. There were some messed up things that the masculine may have said to you, but those things needed to be said in order to come to a place of self healing. Okay? Dreams realize, okay, this is it. We are in this space of manifesting right now. And it says, you have the power to create and manifest what you desire when you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination. Determination is key. Your dreams become reality. Now is the time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for your higher good. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, so this is your time. We are in the midst of this full moon energy, and of course, manifestation can take place anytime, but this is an opportune time with the full moon. So be very cautious about what it is that you say in regard to yourself at this time, in regard to your masculine. And when I mean that, I mean, yeah, fucked up shit has happened between the masculine and the feminine. We know that. But to harp on those things, yeah, to focus on those things, right? You're going to begin to manifest more so of that. So it's time to move into a place of enlightenment, of knowing that you have the power to bring forth either negative outcomes or positive outcomes. So in this space that healing is happening, some of you could be like shell shock in a sense, like, wow, I can't believe I experienced this or that. But don't stay in that position. Okay, that's how you allow the enemy to pollute you. And the enemy, I mean like demonic forces, negative forces. Okay, because negative forces intentionally come against the twin souls because you have a divine purpose. All right, your dreams are being realized. Speak it into existence. I'm so grateful to have a new beginning in life. I'm so grateful to be manifesting an amazing, prosperous, loving connection. I'm so grateful I have manifested an amazing, prosperous, loyal, loving connection. Like, speak it and it's coming into fruition. See what is here. Okay, letting go, resistance. Okay, it says this cycle has ended and it's time to let go to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. And so this is also a reminder that as you continue to let go of the process, you're inviting the masculine to also let go. Okay, by you not, the other card, oh, let's see. Yep, the previous card about dreams realized and manifesting is dropping your agenda. Like, of course, you want the outcome of having a harmonious relationship with your divine masculine. But literally, y'all, I'm telling you, as somebody that, I mean, I have 20 plus, let's see, 25, 20. Hold on, y'all. Let me calculate. 26 years with my divine masculine, childhood sweethearts, and we had so many more great days than bad. But the process of getting to that, people want the loving outcome, but people don't want to understand that sometimes you're going to go through the trenches because you're having to rebuild a foundation. Many of us come from foundations where, maybe we came from parents that were narcissistic or just straight up demonic, or, we come from these completely different backgrounds. And it's not that you come into alignment with your twin soul and they are your other half in a sense that y'all are clones of each other. No, it's like you have aspects of yourself that are different from the masculine and vice versa. And it's like what you may be weak in, they're strong in. What they're strong in, you're weak in, but you come together and you make this beautiful, harmonious connection. And so the healing is happening. Oh my gosh. Soul family, y'all. Okay, so is here. The masculine is guided as well as you, divine feminine, because by you letting go, you stepping back, you're leaning into your natural energy of your feminine energy. And it may have taken you to get into a level of masculinity. Again, energy is fluid, so take it as it resonates. But you may have had to assert boundaries, which made you tap into your masculine energy. But now that you're in a place of peace, okay, let's go back to the very first card that came out. When you're in your place of peace, you're enjoying yourself, you're loving yourself, you are attracting your true soul family. Many of you had to separate from your family of origin. But I think it's so important to understand that sometimes you have to leave a karmic family, your family of origin, for the family that you truly deserve and desire. So, soul family is here. These unions are coming into alignment because in this season of having to overcome a lot of karmic lessons, both you and the masculine are realizing that, wow, okay, this is true love. Many of you may have felt that you were running from the connection. Even the runner chaser dynamic, even the one that is the chaser, is in somehow running away from actually healing. Okay, so it says finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You're being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. So, in a sense of soul family, and this came out in a reading last night too, and that is, for instance, you could be upset that, okay, I had to leave behind this sibling that I really care for, but they refuse to not be toxic. What God will do is align you with people that may appear similar or similar in some ways, but they're in a healthier or more conscious mindset. Or it could be in a form of um, a mother figure or a father figure. You're going to come into alignment with people that replace those that no longer align with your level of awareness, your level of spirituality. So just trust the process, and the sacrifice is so worth it. You can see man is down here. Okay, so just understand that some of you, this could be you, divine feminine, or this could be your masculine. Take it as it resonates. But one or the other of you may have had to sacrifice who you once were for who you are becoming. I'm definitely picking up that many masculines are, it's like some of them may have felt like they died and come back, but come back renewed. And it says, your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of your situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It's time to claim balance and nurture yourself by standing in your power. So, this even lends to how I title this, and that is many of the masculines are facing a lot of karmic baggage, karmic family members, addictions, belief systems, in order to come into alignment with you, divine feminine, a part of their soul family, and they're willing to sacrifice that. A lot of it is too because many of them were dealing with a lot of hurt, a lot of betrayal. Okay, and it says the situation will reveal to you the intention behind it, whether it's you're betraying yourself in some way or another person. You are being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. So, this is why it's important to be honest about how you feel in regard to you or the connection. Like some of you may have held on to your divine masculine when they were not in the best space. And this is why maybe the dragon energy came about. Again, we are in the year of dragon. This needed to come up for you to realize that you had to let go. You had to move into a place of sacrificing this connection for a while. And that's why the betrayals happened, because it needed to uproot the pain of unresolved issues that maybe you, right? You or the divine masculine may have faced. I'm going to move on to another deck, but oh my gosh, y'all, I keep having these child like cards come out. This is meant to be. Okay, so with this fun and adventure card, Joy, it's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have some fun. Okay, I love this because this also gives me insight into the unicorn card, you all. Okay, with both of these cards coming out during this reading, be magical, be, mystical, like just be very childlike. Get in the habit of trying to raise your frequency because that is guiding your masculine towards you. Like, no longer be so consumed by hurt and betrayal to the point where it blocks you from experiencing life in which the way that you deserve. So focus on having a light heart, knowing that many of you didn't really even have a childhood per se. So now is the opportune time to tap into that inner being within yourself that's longing for love, longing for connection. Sometimes you have to move into alignment enough to know that you may have to reparent yourself. You may have to nurture yourself, that inner child that is longing to have fun. Yeah, life is serious. Yeah, you're an adult, but when you align with your inner child and nurture that, that's how you repair aspects of your wounded childhood. Your masculine also move into that energy as well. Let's see what else is here in this day. Okay, so we have isolation, lonely. Okay, with this coming out, you could be in a space where you may have felt so much freaking trauma for so many people. You may only feel comfortable with your pet, for some of you with your children, or literally if it's just you by yourself, just by yourself. And Spirit just want you to know that, honor that time and space. Even as I refer back to this beautiful card, one of the very first cards that came out, and it's about the inner child. Okay, it's okay. By you allowing yourself time and space to not fulfill any void that others may have and to fulfill your own self. This solitude is sacred. Okay, even affirm that my solitude is sacred. My alone time is not lonely, it is holy. Like, affirm these things for you because you're breaking free from traditions of codependency, parent pleasers, family pleasers oftentimes become people pleasers. And so you've moved out of that energy. Be so proud of yourself, y'all. This may have been because there was a breakdown between you and the masculine. Oh my gosh, this may have been so hurtful to separate yourself from your masculine, but it was necessary because when toxic aspects of the connection arise, that is a rising of old, childhood programming, childhood wounds, okay? Um, and it may have been freaking hard to separate from someone that you really love, but the ultimate test was to see, did you really love yourself? Because that's what it's really about. This whole twin soul, twin flame connection is about moving to a space of wholeness within self and triggering that wholeness to be activated within your divine complement as well. And so, by you pulling away from this connection, loving yourself, respecting your boundaries, you're teaching your divine masculine how to love you. Oh my gosh. Even as I say that, some of them could be feeling that they're in stuck energy. And a lot of it has to do with their resistance to being fully self accountable. This could be something you're resonating to with Divine Feminine. Again, take it as it resonates. I could pick up heavily on Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This could also resonate for Capricorn, Libra. We are in Aquarius full moon right now, so this could resonate for Aquarius and Gemini at this time. Take it as it resonates. Okay, let me move on to my next deck. Let's see what else we have here. This beautiful, beautiful read. Ooh, beautiful reading. Wow. Reasons. Why did reasons come up, Holy Spirit? Right for the picking. Okay, reasons. Okay, so on the opposite side of this card, we have spotted reputation going bad. Oh my freaking goodness. This is why they're so this is why they're so like attracted to you, because regardless of, you may have had people shitting on your name, like smearing your reputation, but you rose beyond that. Some of you, this was a triggering of unresolved issues, because I mean, this is like, for you, you may have felt like, okay, this is nothing new. Ever since I was a kid, people were trying to hurt me. It's another child card that came out here. Ever since you were a little kid, you may have had people picking on me. The masculine could resonate with that too. Wow, you both are similar in so many different ways. So it's like when you move to a place of healing yourself, this is also triggering the masculine to heal their inner wounds too. Wow. Like to stand brave within the current climate of what you're dealing with is showing so much strength. Let's see what else is here. Okay. Getting it together, y'all. Yes, it's all lined up for you. Trust that you're masculine is moving into a space of maturity. Even as you see this blade and there's the sheath, okay? You provide a sense of protection for them just by you loving yourself, holding space, and they're actually cutting away from these karmic connections from your past. There were people that really wanted the masculine to jeopardize this connection, because people realized that this was a really beautiful connection. So there was a lot of people around you all creating chaos, gossiping, adding more hurt towards the connection. But what is prevailing is this connection. This is an eternal union. And I know, some of you may feel like, wow, there's been a lot of pain here, but this is a part of the journey. It's literally, although at times it may feel very fairy tale like, but even in fairy tales, there's messed up things that happens. Okay, let's be real. These wounds came to the surface. Healing is happening between the masculine and the feminine. Oh my gosh. And we have feelings wrong, feels wrong, bad idea, manipulated, led astray. So they could be feeling this opposite energy with you, Divine Feminine, whereas you could be in an energy where you feel very aligned within yourself, aligned with your values, integrity. They're inspired because you're representing the opposite of what they have actually been doing. And so now, even though some still may be in a very karmic energy, there's a feeling of guilt. There's a strong feeling of guilt. Accountability, self accountability is taking place right now, because many of them may have had karmics around them that wanted them to feel as if, yeah, just throw your life away. Like, many of them are realizing in your absence that, wow, you love them so much that you were willing to walk away instead of seeing them destroy themselves. Oh my gosh. Message. You were willing to separate yourself instead of seeing this masculine destroy themselves because you know that they really love you. You know this. And they're guided towards healing because that's the only way to come into alignment with you. You know, you've raised the standard. It's not that you're having expectations on the masculine at this time per se, but you've raised the standard of what it is that you will and won't tolerate. So look, I'm suggesting be DND. Okay, I'm not saying to block him, but in a sense, do not make yourself available. Allow them to go through the process. You're not their mom. They have to go through the. You had to go through the space of nursing your wounds, being that mother or father figure within yourself, fulfilling your own voice. They're having to do that too. There's some significant inner child wounds here, which is why, like, literally, when people drink and smoke a lot, sometimes it's because it's like they would rather be in a cloud of smoke, or they would like to be swimming in a sea of alcohol instead of deal with their issues. And now they're at this point where they're longing for you, and they know they can't come towards you any type of way. So they're taking baby steps, y'all. Mm-hmm. Walk before you run. They're having a fresh outlook in regard to this connection. Furthermore, learn from experience always no longer works. So now they're in a realization that they can't do that anymore. Major addictions are being dealt with at this time. And this could not only be like an addiction to substances or alcohol, but this could be addiction to the way in which they operated, addicted to very karmic individuals misleading them. They're in a space where they're not willing to do that anymore. Wow, they feel unsupported. And you know what it is? It's because when you pulled your energy back, they realize, like, dang, nobody really got my back like that. You, divine feminine, you could be feeling that way. You could be feeling unsupported in some aspects as well. Hmm. This could be a reflection of, I'm definitely picking up too, codependency. Both of you may have had codependency in different ways. Now they're, why does legacy come to mind? They don't want this to be their legacy of not being supportive. And they may have felt like you were supportive, but they neglected it. They took it for granted, is what I'm picking up. And so now in your absence, they're realizing there's not, the streets are cold. There's no support out here. Wow. Mm. Let's see what else is here. Hidden dangers and stillness, proceed with caution. This is why Holy Spirit wanted me to put DND at the beginning of this reading for the title, because although you have love for this masculine, there's aspects of themselves that they need to work on. They need to heal. And this is why many of them have to be amongst the karmics, because there's aspects of themselves that's going to be mirrored with the karmics that you don't need to be involved with. Like, some of these people need to be heard. Oh my God, I know that sounds bad, but sometimes, especially when it comes to men, you know how, like, you see boys when they play around, like, they kick each other in the groin and they do these horrible things to each other, but like they learn they it's toxic, but they're men. It doesn't fully, we can't fully comprehend it if you're in your feminine energy. But whereas you may be able to see the danger ahead, or you may be able to, because you see things for what it is. Some of these masculines have to actually physically go through pain, betrayals, hurts, and many of them may have tried to push you towards hurting them. You may have gone to the extent of just cursing them out or something. And even that may have felt horrible to you. Like, I can't believe I did that. So that you distance yourself and you move to a place of having relaxation and peace in your life. But allow them to go through the process of healing within themselves, because it's still some things that they have to deal with. Let's get some. I call this the karmic deck. Let's get, this is a horror deck, y'all. It's a bit creepy, but I want to get some insight into the karmic energies the masculines is having to overcome at this time. So, Holy Spirit, Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, give us insight. Oh wow, a lot came out. Oh y'all, hold on. I got cards that flew everywhere. Hold on, you all. That says a lot. Let's go with the one that's on the actual deck. On the desk, actually. And that is illness. Okay, I think this is a reference to Cujo, the dog that went rabbit and just went crazy. Okay, so what I'm picking up with this is that this is some deep childhood wounds. So many of them may have dealt with what I'm picking up, that this could have been them as a little child and a mother figure. They may have had a father figure that was a literal dog. This could be the core of a lot of their core wounds, is overcoming father wounds. By you nurturing yourself, some of you too could be feeling as if your masculine may have tried to put you in a position of like mothering them, which is why you had to pull away, because you can't mother the masculine. That will only cause resentment. So by you pulling away, the masculine's having to face, they may have not felt protected when they were a child. They may not have felt fully protected by their own mother, or maybe their mother tried, but this rabid dog that was in their life, y'all, this could have been a father figure. Ooh, they're having to overcome father wounds, mother wounds. Oh my gosh. Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, the love card, y'all. Both of y'all, both the masculine and feminine, this is showing a lot. Okay, so within this whole thing with Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, so as you know, Frankenstein was like, he was a project by a freaking mad scientist. This gives so much insight right now, because Divine Feminine, you may have felt like both of you have similar core wounds. Both of you may have felt like, people just try to make you into this monster. This is why you guys connect in a very, like, this is real morbid, but this is what it is. You have deep karma, deep, like, trauma bonds. People try to make both of you into a monster. There's a lot of pain that happened between the masculine and the feminine. And now both of you, because with the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein, like, they connected and kind of like went against this wicked scientist. Healing is happening. Okay, I'm gonna put this karmic deck back. This is really heavy within this little deck, but it gives so much insight. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's lighten up this reading. Okay, so this is definitely giving into, earlier we had the soul family coming out. They see that this is a true divine connection, and they see family with you. They see love with you, but they're having to overcome these major issues. This could be too why you, Divine Feminine, you may have been led to separate from your karmic family of origin. Wow, but you are also mirroring what the masculine needs to do in order for them to have healing within their lives. Let's move to the Yin Yang Oracle deck. Let's see what we have here. Holy Spirit, give us more clarity in regard to overcoming these karmics. Well, it's here. Family, home, commitment. Sometimes people have to see what true, like, they're not used to true love. They have to see, like, okay, a comparison per se. So many of them may have felt as if, which is why there could have been like sabotage in the connection. They may have felt that, okay, this is, although it's not what they wanted, they may have brought trauma, chaos, baggage towards you because they may have been fulfilling traumatic reenactments, just what they were taught. But when you stood in your power, you asserted your boundaries, they realized that, wow, okay, this is a true soul family, a true connection, commitment, true love, loyalty. They're longing to come towards that connection. This could also resonate for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. Why am I fumbling? They're fumbling for words at this time, is what I'm picking up. You could be fumbling for words too. It's just like there's things you want to say to each other, but at the same time, both of you are going through a major up leveling. Like, you're both healing in your own way. And a lot is being guided because there's true chemistry and passion with this connection. This chemistry and passion is overriding the need to drink, the need to smoke, the need to try to numb how they feel because they're believing in love. Y'all, hold space for your divine compliment. Earlier, I had a card in regard to, let's see, isolation, okay, and also the sacrifice card because, y'all, you may be in your feelings. You could be feeling as if, okay, you're yearning for your divine compliment, but there's no one else that's going to fulfill that void. Do not, I repeat, do not go out here and trying to have a so-called, um, what's the word? Sneaky link or something. Like, do not try to connect or date anybody. Like, for real. It's time for you to fulfill those voids within yourself through your own self-love, through your connection with the Most High, with the Creator, with Jesus Christ, Yeshua, whatever terms you feel comfortable with. But it's time to do that. It's time to sacrifice your flesh because you do not want to. I mean, this is a forever union. You do not want to create more drama or trauma in which it starts a cycle, the runner and chaser dynamic all over. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be worth the wait. And especially, like, many of the masculines are not accustomed to people being loyal. You may not be accustomed to people being loyal, so pass this test. Do not succumb to your desires. Like, focus on things that you need to be working on right now. Like, yeah, you don't want to jeopardize this connection. And we also have rebirth, winter. So just be prepared, although many of them are going through this process of maturing. Okay, they are maturing. The cycles are over. Now, again, the cycles could be triggered again if you decide not to hold space and do your part. But I'm picking up for the collective right here. Many karmic cycles have ended, and prepare. There will be a major rebirth that you're going to notice from yourself, from your masculine during this winter. I mean, that's not too long from now. That's right around the corner. And although we have the closed off, guarded, resistant card, with this card coming out, it's showing that their resistance is dropped in regard to commitment, in regard to really dedicating themselves to this connection. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. Also, oh my gosh, look at what we have here, y'all. We got the masculine card. Hold on, let me. Okay. So we got the masculine card, we got the decisions, and we have healing inner child wounds. Okay, so it's happening. Now that you have shifted forward energetically, spiritually, you're focusing on being lighthearted. You're focusing on, like, y'all, I cannot emphasize enough why you praying on behalf of your divine masculine is so important. Yeah, if you're new here, you may not be accustomed to tarot readers speaking about prayer, but prayer is a key. And as somebody that, I have a union that, we've been together for what, 26 years now. And again, I'm not saying it's been a fairy tale, but there's been so many more great times than bad. But a lot of it had to do was with is prayer and having faith and allowing the masculine to do what's necessary for them to heal. Also, when I see the decisions card, okay, what this is also reminding me of is like, why is it coming to mind? The film It, the series, and a lot of it has to do with this yellow raincoat. Like there was some deep, dark childhood wounds that yeah, I'm clearing my throat because many could have a difficult time even sharing these things. This will resonate for both you or the masculine or both of you. But this is the healing that's coming into play. So they are actually having to unpack some things that they may have shared some of these things that happened to them early on. Um, but I'm honestly, for some of you, they haven't told a soul some of the things that they've gone through. And so this is the healing that's coming into play. Also, we have the facade beliefs card coming out in the reverse. Okay, so there is an awakening and awareness that they've been living a lie. They can no longer operate in which the way they thought they could have, right? Yeah, I'm heavily picking up that many of them were operating out of a lot of this karmic energy because that's all they were used to. But you've shown them a different way. We also have the alchemy ancestor guides card coming out. So you could be someone where you may have decided to connect more so spiritually. This is going to be helpful for you at this time. You were able to alchemize that energy, and the alchemy is okay. So the negative energy that was given to you, instead of you becoming negative, becoming karmic, you begin to evolve. So you may have decided to connect more so with your angels, with the most high, with the creator, with Jesus. Okay, take it as it resonates. But you connected more so spiritually. You delve more so into self-love and you evolve. And this is something that they're not used to. Many of them are used to women folding. Yep, that's the truth. Many of them are used to women succumbing to toxic situations and then they became toxic. You did the opposite. Yep. They want you to open the door. Oh my gosh. Y'all be prepared. We have union coming into play. Many of them are connecting more so spiritually because we have the ancestor assistants, the angel assistants, spirit guides card coming out. Wow. They're connecting spiritually, y'all. Some of them are connecting with God, with the creator, with the universe more now. Beautiful. And they wanted to offer you their love. Wow. Yeah, I hope that helps. Bye, y'all.